Please join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, all. Any unfinished business or correspondence? Come up with something for me.
Okay. I'll make
Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting dated January 9, 2024 as presented?
So,
Second moved and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Opposed? Is there a motion to approve the invoices in the amount of $469,002.54 for the period January 9 through January 21, 2021?
a second.
Properly moved. Second. And we'll have to do
Okay, I will.
roll call vote on this. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Karen, who votes please?
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Hume,
Yes.
Mr. Pacific.
Is there a motion to approve the actual payroll in the amount of $326,703.30 for payment of period December 31st, 2023 through January 13th, 2024?
So,
Second. Properly moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll need a roll call on that.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Hume,
yes.
Mr. Pacific.
The next motion to consider is to adopt Resolution 2024-01, approving the amendment to the Jefferson County Renlo Park Authority Articles of Incorporation, extending the life of the authority for another 50 years. Is there a motion?
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion?
After the meeting's over, I have a comment on that.
Okay. Sure, Sergeant, perhaps you could explain what we're doing and why.
Yeah, this authority, 50 years ran out, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago almost. So we're on an extension, so this has to be done by the end of the month. So that'll extend it another 50 years.
Any other discussion? I'll call the question, and this is not going to be a roll call vote. All those in favor? Opposed? Or any abstentions? Motion carries. Next motion to entertain is one for professional services with Danielle Malello to act as guardian ad litem in all dependency court matters in the amount of $1,750 per month. Is there a motion?
So
Second. And second, any discussion? The only thing that I'll offer in this regard is that this is an integral part of the courts and necessary function and operation involving child advocacy in the court system. Certainly out of my depth to explain the particulars, but this is a critical role. It supports the courts, it supports the CYS functions, and the guardian ad litem is critical function to those matters. Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Opposed? No abstentions? Motion carries. The next is to consider a motion to enter into a temporary solicitor agreement with Ross F. Ferraro on behalf of Ferraro, Crook, and Ferraro, LLP, on behalf of Jefferson County Children and Youth Services. Said representation will be for the month of January, February 2024, in the amount of $125 per hour. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Properly moved. And second, any discussion? The only thing I'd like to say on this motion is that We had the very good services of Attorney Sean Sangster, who moved on to another opportunity, and we certainly regret seeing him go and wish him the very best. And while CYS seeks and searches a permanent solicitor, we've asked Mr. Ferraro to step in, and he's been willing to do so. No other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? No abstentions? Motion carries. Could we have a motion to enter into a human service development contract with Clearfield Jefferson Drug and Alcohol Commission for professional services in the amount of $7,200? That's per year for this year only. Term of said contract will be July 1st, 2023, and will end June 30th, 2023. Properly moved. And second, any discussion? The only thing I would add to this is that it's a pass-through contract services that the Drug and Alcohol Commission provides as part of the human services contract. CYS administers the grant. Money comes from the state, gets distributed to different human services agencies. In this particular case, $7,200 of that is assigned to the Drug and Alcohol Commission. All right. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor? Any opposed? No abstentions? All right. The next item in public comments is there someone here from Piney Riders? Anything from our friends from the media? Last time you were pretty rough.
I know it was. That's because I had to travel here in a snowstorm.
Glad you're better.
On motion, on number 6, the Renlo Park Authority. Is this just something that normally happens every 50 years?
Well, I'll explain to the extent that I understand it, and it's more in the legal life of an authority. As I understand it, these authorities have a shelf life, and Renlo's has run out, and this action is to revitalize or maintain that authority in this capacity so it can continue to function.
Okay.
So.
I would agree.
All right, and you said it ran out 4 years ago. I mean, if there's some sort that you can't say anything, that's fine. But like, why the 4-year gap?
There is just some delay from there's just a delay. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
There was no issues,
Okay.
just personnel driving on.
And just I know this isn't the question you asked, but I think it speaks to the issue. The authority has been maintained legally by temporary extension. So there hasn't been a gap in its life. It's received proper and legal temporary extensions from 4 years ago to today. And part of the discussions, at least in the 2 years I've been here, have been, should the authority continue in its current structure? Should the authority change in its structure? If that's the case, then this would be the opportunity, the time to do it. If the authority ceases to exist, then it becomes a county responsibility, and that would be a county park. So what's been going on in this intervening time has been discussions about those things. And so, here we are, and we've come to the conclusion that the best way to serve the interests of the people and the people who use the park is to reinvigorate the authority in its current capacity.
All right. Well, that's all I have on that. I can assure you I won't have any questions 50 years from now.
I'll have no answers.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
I won't be providing any. I certainly won't be here.
I think that's all the questions I had.
Anything? Is she giving you all the heavy water to carry? Good move. All right. Is there any public comment?
Just a reminder, this year, with the way the legislature and Department of Dog Law saw fit to change the licensing fee structure, the fees will be going up February 1st again. We still don't have any pads per se, to apply. We're gonna be printing stuff off and giving everybody, our vendors, copies so that they can at the things. So there will be another fee increase. Basically, when it starts into February, there will be no more delineation between fixed and not fixed. Whether they're spayed or neutered or just still whole, I guess you could say. But they'll all be the same price. So, and then come fall, there'll be another increase. So, but yeah, just for right now, there's gonna be another increase here in whatever it is, a week and a half, something.
Well, perhaps after the meeting, if the press needs to get some details from you, they could catch you if you have a few minutes. Sounds good. Any other comments? I see we're honored to have representation from Congressman Thompson, Senator Dush's office.
Good morning. We just came out. Congratulations on your new 4-year term, and just wanted to really meet the newest commissioner. And, so we don't have to vote you two anymore. But yeah.
Finally, someone who. We're getting all their calls from now on.
But I'm Andrea Verovich with Congressman Thompson's office, and just happy to keep working with you guys in however we can help.
And I'm Penny from Chris Dush's office.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
I have received 2 phone calls. One was the wrong number.
I'll get people to start phone calling.
This is hard to get out for problems.
I mean, whenever I have questions, Mark, I can call you.
Yeah, they're gonna change.
I'll send you the,
No, you're doing, that's right. Anything else from those in attendance? Okay, with that, I'll close public comments. Is there any other business to consider? All right. Hearing none, I will declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Commissioner, I do have a comment now that the meeting is over. However, I believe Jeff and Justin did address it after the fact. Sometimes normal housekeeping items slip through the cracks.